Yo guys, what is going on? Blossom is back and welcome back to another episode of Top Drives. Now, I've been putting back, I guess I've been holding this video back, kind of like how I was held in high school. No, jokes. I was not held back in high school. I was just dumb, but I made it through every single grade, as I should have. I was not held back. Okay, anyway, dumb joke. Sorry, I start your day that way. I have been holding this video back though because when Lock to Lock dropped as an update, usually when a new update comes around, I like to showcase my garage from that update, to show you my progression, to show you the cars that I've decided to collect. Now, this is more interesting or more entertaining when it comes to the lower rarities, because I don't usually like to collect lower rarity cars. So usually if I collect a lower rarity car, there's a reason for it, and I like to talk about that. So usually when there's a new update, I like to show you all my first 100 cars, all my first 50 fully maxed out cars, blah, 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 blah. But the thing is, Lock to Lock had like nothing, so I just decided I was not going to make a video about that. But then we had Learn the Savannah Way, and when Learn the Savannah Way came around, I was like, okay, I can probably make a sizable garage from these two cars. And as you can see, a combination of Lock to Lock and Learn the Savannah Way is a little over 100 cars. And I think what is entirely crazy is that Learn the Savannah Way has only been around for like a month, maybe less than a month, like 3 weeks, 68 cars. I know, I'm sorry, I should have added one more for the video, but I don't have any Learn the Savannah Way cars in my garage right now, but 68 cars, right? Lock to Lock, 43. Like, there's a massive difference. There's just not a lot of Lock to Lock cars to collect out there. Or, well, there are, it's just that they're cars that I don't want to collect. Like Morgans, they're a dime a dozen. You get yourself one or two, and you're set. And yeah, you compare Lock to Lock to the other rarities. Enter the Black 4 is at 56. Amalfi is very healthy at 87. World Expo is at freaking 210. You think that's a lot, but 200 is kind of where, you know, the bigger updates kind of like to rest in, right? JPT 225, American Frontier 266, Great Exhibition 225. So yeah, kind of around those numbers. So World Expo is kind of coming up to that. Obviously, the number is going to go up with more and more Porsches I collect. So let's run through the Lock to Lock garage real quick. I'll show you my rarity. And as you can see, I have 8 uncommon, 8 rare, 5 super rare, 10 ultra rare. So even though there are a lot of Morgans I don't like to collect, ultra rares are still the bulk. 8 epics. I have a legend. Wait, I have a Lock to Lock legend. I actually do not remember owning a Lock to Lock legend. Okay, interesting. And then Learn the Savannah Way. Obviously, there are no legendaries to collect. I have 5 commons, 9 uncommons, 9 rares, 20 super rares, and 21 ultra rares. So you can tell that the bulk of the cars are coming from that, you know, that middle part, the ultra rare and super rare part, and then 4 of them are epic. So without further ado, man, let's just get into it. I'll show you Learn the Savannah Way first, and then we'll go to Lock. So starting off are the 5 commons. Now, the only reason why I collected 5, and more particularly 2 of these Holden Monaros, is because I was forced to. The thing is, and I think this is ridiculous, I think this is stupid, but you know the passes, the battle passes, or however way you want to call them, the things that you have to spend your own actual money for to go and get those carbons and packs. Well, here's the thing, one of the requirements is that you need to have 5 maxed out commons to pass the level on the so-called supercharged pass. Well, not supercharged, I didn't get the more expensive one, so it's the other one, the $7 one. It's dumb. It's actually dumb that, you know, I'm already putting in like $8 on my own money, and you still want me to go and collect 5 of the commons and max them out. Anyway, I opened some of those Savannah plastic packs, and I was just like, okay, I'm just gonna max the first 5 commons that I got. And yeah, the first 5 were these. Well, to be fair, I opened 3. I already had 2. I already had the Chrysler Centura and one of the Monaros, and then from the other 3 packs, I got myself a Holden Tirana, a Chrysler by Chrysler, and another Holden Monaro. So that's the reason why I have 2 of them maxed. Yeah, I mean, it's a cool photo, so that's fine. And then moving on to uncommons. So this is my uncommon collection, and really for the uncommons, this one's Blossom choice, because 8.6 for a 0 to 60 is unrivaled for 4-wheel drive all-surface tire uncommon cars. But everything else that I kind of selected were just cars that I thought were really cool. The Holden Monaro as well, like this is like a really good dragster. Obviously this is drag spec, so it has a 4.8 0 to 60, which makes it level of the Dodge Coronet. The Dodge Coronet is still the better car, but you know, in Australian events. I think these will be pretty good. This is pretty nice little, the pizza, as I like to call it, literally because of the name. I thought that this would be a bit of a sleeper car. Not really. It's kind of just trash everywhere. And this one, I actually really like the Toronto GTRX. I think it's just a really cool looking car. I love how it's designed. Pop-up headlights, the wedge, the works. You know how it is. And it looks like a pretty decent, you know, all-rounder car for RQ21. And it's like, it's not going to win anything for me, though. Oh, I say that. It has a 100% win ratio, but I'm pretty sure I race it against clubs. But not to mention, it's also very light, coming under 1,000 kilograms. So, very, very strong car, I think. I mean, that's what I'm assuming. It has a 100% win rate. I don't use it that much, but I like it. I like it. That's the most important part. And this one, because it's pink. There are literally not a lot of pink cars in the game. So this reminds me of the cars from The Simpsons. Just because it's pink. I know that the car from The Simpsons, I believe, is a... It's not a wagon. That's I was thinking of Family Guy. No, the car from The Simpsons is a saloon, and it's pink. This isn't a saloon, but I guess it's the closest that we're gonna get so far. So that's pretty cool. Moving on to the rares, not too much over here. I have 8 rares maxed, and I kind of just went for a variety here. Obviously, I opened both the elite packs looking for epics. Didn't get any of the epics from the elite packs, but I did get a lot of rares. And from those rares, I just decided to collect the variety. So I went for, you know, low rarity, high rarity. We got 39, 38, 37, 36, no 35, but 34, no 33, 32, 31, and no 30. So I tried to go for the whole variety bunch, kind of covering all tracks. I also wanted to go for a variety in tires. So I have standard tire, low RQ, standard tire, high RQ, performance tire, low RQ, performance tire, high RQ. You get the works. Nothing in particular. I think the only rare that I really like is the Falcon, and obviously I would like to get the Chargers as well. To be fair, I actually have owned the Australian Chargers. I've fused them away, but if I do get them again eventually, I will max them one by one. But you know me, man, it's maxed or nothing, and I didn't want a bunch of stock new cars lying around. It would just annoy the hell out of me. And the Toronto, I like it. It's like the Australian wide body. It literally has a wide body kit, and it's yellow, and I think that's pretty funny. Now moving on to the super rares now. Super rares, I've been trying to upgrade a variety once again, but it's not been going well because from 40 it just jumps to 46, and then everything. I have a couple of super rares max though, more than the usual. I have a lot more super rare max PL18 cars than I do PL17. That's to say lock to lock. The Barina looks good, first of all, right? It's a medium ground clearance car that's very light, and it has 86 handling, so that's really cool. Obviously I like Pontiac, so that's why I max this out. Also, 89 handling is pretty respectable, but it is low ground clearance, so I don't think I'm gonna be using. This is actually my oldest, if not my first maxed out lock to lock car. 54 races. I mean, 93% win ratio. Now, once again, guys, I'm probably racing against bots and clubs, and that's about it. Again, this is a really, like, I'm not interested in this car whatsoever. It's just that I decided, you know what? Hey, I didn't have any standard tire super rares. From lock to lock. I maxed this before the Barina, so I was like, I might as well max this too. And that was that. And then moving on to the end over here, I mean, most of this is like just 3-2. No, actually, some of these are 2-3-3. I think this is 2-3-3. This is 2-3-3 as well. Now, the reason why I 2-3-3 this is because it beats the 3-2-3 on medium and small. The main reason is, I think if I chose to 2-3-3 any of the super rares, it's because I checked it beats the 3-2-3 counterpart on City Streets medium and small. This one is not medium ground clearance, this is low ground clearance, but it beats the 3-2-3 version on, I think, 60%. It's like a 60-40% kind of situation. But this one wins against the 3-2-3 on medium and small, so that's why I went 2-3-3 on the FPV Pursuit. Once again, I'm kind of just like, you know, throwing a dart at the wall and kind of just upgrading whatever I feel like upgrading. The only super rare besides, I guess, the Monaro and the Barina, because I know that the Barina was going to be really good, the only one that I really wanted to max was this. It's the FPV 46. And if you guys haven't realized already, there is something interesting about this car. It is drag spec. And that is because this car is 87 MRA, and I want to be prepared. If there's ever going to be some super rare event, or learn the Savannah Way event, saloon event, low RQ with some drags in there, this FPV is going to be pretty damn good. 4.4 for a 0 to 60, 87 MRA, and that's a very respectable top speed. That's not your German 155 bullcrap. 178 is high. especially for a super rare. That's pretty damn high. Like, that's impressive. This one is the car that I'm just really looking forward to. I'm gonna max a second one, and I'll get this 233 just so, you know, 90 handling isn't too bad as well. So yeah, I got a drag spec version, and I'm honestly, like, out of all the super rares, this is like the one. Like, the FPV 46 is the one for me. I'm not gonna blossom choice it or anything, but as a saloon collector, I just think that this thing just oozes like coolness. I think it's really, really cool. So I'm probably gonna max out a second one just because I literally think it's cool. Moving on to Ultra Rares now. Ultra Rares, once again, kind of just throwing my dart at a wall here, upgrading whatever is whatever. The Monero was pretty cool. It's actually useful. I'm using it for the prelims, but I maxed it out before the prelims, to be fair. I kind of just thought that it would be a pretty useful car, and I guess I was right. The main reason why I see value in this car is because 89 handling, medium ground clearance, and it's also a coupe. There are not a lot of medium ground clearance coupes for the Ultra Rares, especially the low RQ Ultra Rares. So the Monero CV8 looks pretty good. I mean it's in a low competition pool. That's why I think it's good. 1 tonner. I mean, this car just looks cool, so I decided to max it out. So all things considered, though, for an all-surface tire 4-wheel drive car, it is light, 1,437 kilograms. I mean, it's gonna be going against a bunch of cars at like 1.6, 1.7, 1.8, 1.9. So yeah, it's pretty light. Handles pretty well. It's not gonna be your Dodge M80, but it's still pretty good. Obviously, I have 2 Fiji water cars. Gotta love that. You guys know about those already. And I have 2 of the FPV F6s as well. This is the 323 version. This was literally precautionary. Has 20 races, 60% win ratio. Yeah, it's a precautionary one, just in case I didn't get a good enough epic for the final, for the Sauber. Then I would have used this. But obviously, I have a good enough epic, so I don't need to use this anymore. But that was precautionary. It's just gonna be staying there in my garage as another number, as another fully upgraded ultra rare number. We have this Ute, just because. Throwing my dart at the wall. Commodore, the first ever learn the Savannah Ultra that I got. So as you can see, 20 days, so less than a month. Yeah, about 3 weeks since we got the update. 79 races, 82% win ratio. Ooh, I actually want to see the win ratio on my Fiji water cars. They're probably high. 91 and 55. 114 and 93. Yeah, Fiji water cars they reign supreme, dude. Got this literally before I recorded the video. I'm not even joking. 0 days old. Literally before the video, I got this. Really, really happy with this one, really. I actually wishlisted car. I really wanted this. The 0 to 60 is ridiculously low. It has the same 0 to 60 as the RK49 Super Rare that I have fully max drag spec. So yeah, dude, Falcon, I'm really happy with that. And then last but not least, the Avalanche. I wanted some all-surface tire representation, and what better than the best one? So yeah, that's pretty cool as well. I think it's relatively light. Yeah, I mean, it's under 2,000 kilograms. And then moving on to epics. Yeah, I got 3 epics, and I got 4 epics. 3 of them are maxed out. Obviously, all in for the Mercedes C11. So yeah, this is the drag. This is a saloon spec car. So I didn't need to use my 323 Ultra Rare because of this. So this is obviously 323. And usually when I look back at a 323 epic, I will look at it with disgust. But this one is one of the few 323 epics I'll look back with pride, because it won me one of my most wanted prize cars in the game. So yeah, dude, I will take that any day of the week. I also have a 233 Maloo, which I obviously maxed on the spot. You guys saw that on video. And last but not least, my Holden HSV. This was one of the few epics that I actually pulled from my, I think it's a tune-up. I think it was a tune-up that I got this from. So yeah, that's 233. Anyway, I'm very, very curious to see what is the one lock-to-lock legend. Oh, that. Okay. Let's move on to lock to lock. So you're gonna see a stark contrast here. I got a lot less cars for lock to lock. So starting us off is not even 4, but 3 commons, because I wasn't forced to collect 5 of these for the supercharge. Thank God for that. I don't know why they make you do that for the Learn the Savannah Way Supercharge World Expo whatever battle pass thing. I got 2 Morgans and a Tasman. I mean, I maxed them for fun, literally just for fun. I never needed them at all. I mean, I'm pretty sure this is 0 races. Yep, there you go. 5 days, 0 races. This probably has like less than 10 races. 9. Oh, it was close. And then this one has like maybe 10, 25, 100%. Yeah, this one was against clubs probably. Yeah, that was just for fun. And then everything here was just for fun as well. I just told myself I'm just gonna collect all the Janetta uncommons. So I did. So I got all the Janetta uncommons, even the ones with the really, really, really just bad photo. But yeah, I think that this is a really nice photo. Not only that, I think that the G31 is a really nice car. It's like a British Corvette, honestly. That's what I feel. Like if a Corvette and a Nissan, what is it? The Datsun, the classic Datsun 300s. If I call 300Zs. Corn would be mad, but Corn would know what I'm talking about. If they had a baby, this is what it would be. Yeah, I don't know my Nissans that well, let's be honest. I know GTRs. And then yeah, just Janettas everywhere. And then I have 3 random Morgans. I'm pretty sure this was the first one that I ever got. Probably seems about right. 84 days, 26 races. Oh my god. Alright, moving on to rares. I mean, not a lot over here. Just what you need, basically, which is the G40. I got 2 of those. And the 7 twin cam. And then everything else was kind of just there for the ride, honestly. Like, these 4 were for fun. For sure, like the Morgans, all the Morgans you see were for fun. This was my first ever lots of rare, so yeah, 84 days. I think 84 was actually the day the update dropped. And then the Janetta G32, like this just looked pretty good as an RQ31. I think it even used to be 30, and I think it went up because yeah, it was pretty good as a 30. Moving on to super rares, literally only 3 super rares max. Look at the contrast of this and learn the Savannah way. Like, I don't even need to scroll for this. I have 1 G40, I have 1 G4, and I have 1 Janetta G33. This just looks really cool. I like how it looks, so I maxed it out. This obviously had 95 handling, now 100. And this one I needed. I think it was for a final, right? That we needed this for. Was it the Hennessy? I can't remember. We needed this for something important, so I maxed it out. And that's it. Moving on to ultra rares. I really want to sell this because this is actually like the most useless spec of a G40. You do not want to 233 this. It was a fatal mistake. I don't know why. I think I just saw a big handling number and I just went all in on the handling, but really that was a fatal mistake, honestly. I should have just gone 323. Luckily I have a second one which I upgraded the correct way, but I really want to sell this because it's 58k and this is a very useless car. So honestly, one day if the going gets tough and I actually need like a quick burst of money, I will probably sell that second G40. Because I upgraded that wrong. I got this a couple days ago from that 1-seater pack. Obviously, like, I'm really happy with this one. I'm gonna max it out eventually. It's one of the better cars. And then obviously at the end, just 4 more max ultra rares. Like I said, every Morgan I upgrade it feels like charity work. It's not because I want to do it. It's just because I want to feel wholesome. I feel like I'm doing something right. I don't know. Like, I'm giving Morgan some love, even though I don't hate them. Like, I don't hate them. Like, I don't Volkswagen hate them. Like, I love Volkswagen. It's just that I don't like how some of their models look, and I feel like they don't perform very well in the game. I think that, you know, some of these cars are actually pretty good looking. I think the +6 actually looks pretty good. I like the rally lights. I think it's a nice touch. It's just the newer Morgans, I'd rather be caught dead than collect. And that's why all the Morgans I have are the ones with kind of like, I guess, I don't know, Jaguar MK2 grills, or however way you want to call these. But yeah, I thought that, you know, I just took the ones with nicer photos and I maxed them out. TVR's drag spec 3.4 for a 0 to 60 is really cool. MRA just isn't good enough. It just beats the Tuscan, the Tamora, sorry. But the Tamora doesn't really operate in the same place as the Tuscan. Janetta G60 is pretty good. MRA is good. Handling is good. Top speed is okay. And it's a very light car as well. Moving on to epics, I got this 1-star G56. I needed it for a qualifier or something. I'll max it out one day, but probably not that soon. I'll probably be maxing the Lotus X Siege before I even max the G56. But these two are very good. And just because I want to torture some of you guys, it's unlocked. I'm not gonna lock it. Kind of trash. And then yeah, the rest of the epics I got 3 max epics, and all of them are just really good. X-Siege V6 Cup, 71 races, 66% win ratio, because this was losing a lot in the final, but it won me the prize car, so I don't care. I think it was the Ultima. And then this one was really good too, 74 races, 84% win ratio, but honestly it was drawing a lot. It's a very good car. Happy to have 2 of them. And of course the Janetta G50, what an amazing machine. I got this from Motorsport, random Motorsport Carbon. 195 races with a 95% win ratio. Really happy to have this in the game. And yeah, I totally forgot that I even one-starred this. Why? I don't know. I don't know. I don't know. But anyway, guys, that's going to be it for today. That is my garage from the 2 newest updates. Let me know what yours is looking like down in the comments below. But anyway, I hope you guys have a great day. Remember to stay safe, wash your hands, and blossom out. Peace.
Bro, this song just makes me so happy.
Me too. Imagine being Asian in the 50s, looking nifty, leather jacket, looking sleek, look like Presley, look so deadly. Got a jukebox back at home, feeling jazzy, turn it on and play it slow, like the movies with the ladies.
They so fine.
Imagine being Asian in the 50s, looking nifty, leather jacket, looking sleek, look like Presley, look so deadly. Got a jukebox back at home, feeling jazzy, turn it on and play it slow, like the movies with the ladies.
They so fine.
Sit back, relax.